Hey guys, Buona here. How's it going? Going to be talking about the latest Twitch story. I know it's been a little bit since I did a video talking about this kind of stuff, but I think this is kind of an important one to talk about. On my live stream today, in the beginning of it, I talked a little bit about this, but it's like, let's just record a YouTube video about this. And the story is that Twitch is going to be cutting 500 employees. 500 employees, which equals about 35% of their workforce. Now, this is obviously terrible news for anybody who works at Twitch or anybody associated or partnered with Twitch or whatever. I'm a Twitch partner as well, so I'm looking at this going, whoa, what's going on over there? And it's kind of big news, but let's talk about this a little bit more. But before I continue with this story, let's talk about my sponsor. My sponsor is sponsored by, wait, who am I sponsored by? I'm sponsored by my coffee members. Go over to coffee.com/Buona to become a member. You guys make this stuff happen. And this video is sponsored by you. This video is sponsored by Craig Allen 77. Craig Allen, who has been a long time supporter, been with us many, many years. Thank you so much, Craig Allen, for supporting us and being a sponsor of this particular video. Now, let's talk about this story about Amazon. This story is over on finance.yahoo.com, which is by way of Bloomberg, but Bloomberg is a paywall, so I decided to go with free option because I ain't about to give Bloomberg no money. But anyway, Amazon cutting 500 employees. And this is the latest in a series of job reductions there. And I think that's an important sentence because what's happening is that this is following a bunch of departures. I don't know if you guys have been following this, but several CXOs have left Twitch in a matter of just a few months. In the final months of 2023, several top executives announced their departures, right? Including Twitch Chief Product Officer, Chief Customer Officer, Chief Content Officer, and they also lost its Chief Revenue Officer who worked on Twitch within Amazon's ad unit. That's a lot of people at the top. I don't know how many they have total, but that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 CXOs gone in a matter of months. So they're chopping at the top. And on top of chopping at the top, they're chopping at the employee count as well. 500 people, from what I understand, 1,500 people, around 1,500 people at Twitch. They're chopping a third of the workforce. There's no positive way to look at this. The only thing I can think of is that maybe Twitch will come out of this leaner and more profitable, but they haven't been profitable for the 9 years that Amazon has owned them. 9 years. We're going on 10. 2024, they bought them in 2014. 2024 will be 10 years of non-profitability. A lot of other companies and a lot of other situations would have not made it that long non-profitable. So that's a big, big deal. So what's going to happen? I don't think much is going to happen in the short term in terms of like big, big changes. But we're definitely going to see some changes at Twitch in terms of scope and what's going to be free and what's not. We've got a hint of that with the announcement of AV1 and HEVC in collaboration with NVIDIA and OBS. We got a hint of that. And, you know, we were called all kinds of names by people on the internet, but Twitch, when they announced this, if you don't know what's going on, Twitch announced a new codec called AV1, which is already supported on YouTube, that they're working with NVIDIA and OBS to bring to the market, which is really cool because you can do really, really high resolutions and high bit rates, or high resolution and high quality video at a smaller bit rate. AV1 is really good for that. But accompanying this announcement was one thing. And that one thing was, well, we're going to announce client-side transcoding. Yeah. Client-side transcoding. That means that you, the streamer, now have the opportunity to transcode many copies of your stream to Twitch. You can do it. You can do it. We don't do it anymore. You do it. So if you don't get my sarcasm, Twitch, this is something Twitch does today. When you watch a stream, you can pick between 360p, 720p, different resolutions, right? And it's actually pretty good because it allows people with different levels of bandwidth. So if they don't have really high-speed internet, they're on a mobile device, and they have limited bandwidth, they can watch the stream at a lower quality and still get to watch their favorite streamer. Twitch is offloading that to the content creator in the form of, hey, with the NVIDIA 40 series cards, you'll be able to do client-side transcoding. You'll be able to send multiple copies of your stream with different settings. Isn't that great? No, that's not great. I don't see any positive spin on that at all. And to me, that's a cost-cutting mechanism because transcoding is probably one of the more expensive things that Twitch does. Because if you think about it, everybody who's transcoded, you can multiply their stream times 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times. Because every stream is replicated at different encoding settings or different resolutions. It'd be 144p, 360p, 480p, 1080p, or even 1440p if somebody can do that. 950p, whatever people are doing, these weird resolutions. So you have to multiply everybody's stream times a certain amount, right? So that costs Twitch money. That's a lot of bandwidth being used. If they could somehow offload that to the user, they could save a lot of bandwidth and money, right? Right. Right now, it's not really a feasible thing because it requires a 40 series card, which are $1,000 video cards. But look 5-10 years down the line, that's going to be the low end. So forward thinking is saying, well, if you'll be able to, if everybody with a semi-modern computer will be able to do client-side transcoding, that could save Twitch a lot of money in the future. Now, this is just me speculating, but I'm looking at that announcement, and that's the only thing I can see that makes sense. It's like, this is the only thing client-side transcoding is going to be able to help us. It's going to help Amazon and Twitch on their processing side and server side and encoding and bandwidth side. How's that going to help me? You're giving me work to do that you used to do. So I don't see how that's going to help me. And the only inkling and the only way I think that can help me as a streamer is if it encompasses multi-streaming. So if I can have the RTMP plugin of OBS, I don't know if you know what that is, but it allows you to stream to YouTube, to Twitch, to Twitter, to everywhere, that you want to stream without having to go through services like restream.io. It's just a plugin, you put in different settings, and you can do multiple encodings to different sites. So if this OBS NVIDIA partnership with Twitch allows OBS to ultimately be able to do multi-RTMP encoding or multi-streaming, then it makes sense. That's a benefit to me because you're baking in some functionality that I'm getting from a plugin that's barely supported anymore. But other than that, it's just going to save Twitch money. And Twitch is not going to talk about multi-streaming. So this whole partnership thing, there was no mention of multi-streaming. Twitch always wants you to go to Twitch and only Twitch, nowhere else, for live content. So this is pretty big news. It's not good. And my heart goes out to all the Twitch employees. I don't know hardly anybody left there, but still, you hate to hear about people losing their jobs, whether it be a layoff or whatever. And 500 is a lot of people. That is a ton of people. That's a third of the company. And it's not looking good. Not looking good for Twitch. So as I've been telling people, I don't want to make this a I told you so moment, but don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's the only way I can say it is you need to diversify. You need to have a backup plan. You need to have a solution to where if Twitch is gone, I've said this in other videos, Twitch is gone for whatever reason, you can still do what you do today. So if you haven't already, look into streaming on YouTube, look into streaming on Kick, look into streaming on Twitter, on TikTok, look into streaming on Instagram, look into all that. Become educated, learn how to do it because Twitch may not be here in a couple of years. That's a reality. And I think today's announcement kind of nailed that home to some people because a lot of people just thought it was impossible. They were too big. They're cutting a third of their employees. They lost 5 CXOs. They've been bleeding money for 9 years. It's safe to say that you probably should have a backup plan to go somewhere else, or even diversify and multi-stream, or do something like that. Get your community centralized into an area that you can do stuff independently of a streaming platform. Okay. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope Twitch can pull through this because I don't want Twitch to go away. We need Twitch. This industry needs Twitch. We need them to shape up, but we don't need them to go away as well. We need them, and we need them to change a lot of things for the better. and to become focused, because I think they're losing a lot of focus for many years now. They've been losing a lot of focus. Now that their backs are to the corner, they're going to be stripped lean. Maybe that focus will come into play. Let's hope so. All right, guys. See you in the next video. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.